Okay, there we go. Just like that. How many times have I started with those words just like that? Unfortunately, Josh and I were not able to do the live stream. I just got home from work. The plan, the yeah, as it was supposed to be, was I get home roughly before 10 p.m. and then he and I were gonna go on Rumble.com, which is where we definitely prefer to be. Um, I mean, I like YouTube, but I've had my issues with YouTube. No secret there. Hey, base girl. Hey, darling woman, thank you for your patience. And yeah, I'm still, I'm every step forward. It feels like there's a step back. There's no complaints here, though. Inevitably, in due time, I'm trying to make some moves with the full-time job so that not only can I ensure, hey, White Dragon, you all know when it's this screen and I'm doing it from the phone, that it's not like, an official topical picked or live research kind of show. Hey, Maxwell. And I'm glad you guys are here. Well, I'm always glad you guys are here every time I see any name that I recognize more than a few times. I'm grateful, and truly, you guys feel like friends. And I feel like I fail every time when I don't follow up, and I'm still working on that. So, what I was just saying, and I may deviate from the hellos for a moment and just kind of vibe, because there's a few things I have to say. I'm trying to, well, first and foremost, keeping it kind of vague, at job number 42501 Dildo Shop. One of my friends and coworkers found himself removed. We'll go with that, removed from the very busy magical store, and unexpectedly on a very busy Friday night, I had to do the job of two men, and that definitely had an impact. Hence, why I just got home, went live, and Josh and I had every intention of going live last night. Things didn't work out. I had to stay late. Tonight, things didn't work out. I had to stay late. So I've been in talks with management. Things are changing. People are moving around. There's promotions, so on and so forth. And I will be getting 2 day shifts every single week. And that means Josh and I can dedicate and not go back on our word and do a stuck in the middle show every two nights out of the week, guaranteed. And because it's embarrassing when we say we're gonna do something, we want to do it. So I gave him my word I would at least offer that update. Now, aside from that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little clarification because the last live I did, there was something that I absolutely misrepresented. There's a risk that one takes when you do things live, right? I recently started telling you guys like, "Hey, I think I found the secret sauce." And by the way, it looks like the comments froze. So the last thing I see is Maxwell saying, "Hey, this is the last message I see." So if I don't read a comment, if I don't see a comment, I apologize. Um, so yeah, let me just kind of make this statement real quick, okay? Because, all right, I am only human, and since I've decided to do things live, research things live, take suggestions, and it is irresponsible when you have the platform to report something if you're unsure. So in that, I am far from infallible and I have to man up if a mistake is made. If I misrepresent a fact and try to pass it off as a fact. So here's something at least I thought about real quick that I wanted to say. So here goes. Okay, this I wrote down like a couple sentences, not too deep. I don't say things I simply want to be true. Okay, I'm not trying to be a I don't want to be a channel that where people show up just because you're coming here because you already know what to expect, right? Which is why I went a little heavier handed and showcased the comment on the rumble.com website. And that's also not the most mature thing for a platformer to do, to focus on a singular comment. But I understand somebody that I actually have respect for. I like the way he's always conducted himself with his show. Although I stopped going around there for some time, it was brought to my attention that my misspeaking and misrepresentation of the fact, which is last night I said, what was it? remember the illegal immigrants being cops thing. Okay, so first let me read my statement, then I'll double back because I feel like I'm getting all over the place. We're working on this, okay? Working. Hey, there we go. DLibby, there you go. Hello there. Yes, variables everywhere. All right, so I've recently decided to look topics up in real time with the audience for the authenticity of the moment. I've always enjoyed like learning in real time and reacting in real time with you all, right? That's always been the, if you want to use the term agenda, that's the agenda to, capture that the moment where you see something or learn something for the first time. I think that is like kind of a part of the secret sauce on this page when I go live here is being with all of you and we feed each other information and look into things and I'll get outraged and my passion will get ahead of me. And so let's see, what else did I write down? There will always be a risk that I say something wrong. In those moments, I will always man up to it and publicly stand corrected. So, for clarification, apparently the article that I pulled that was reporting illegal, which it was a fact checking page or site, and I remember because I got down to the part where it said the facts. So that means the entire time I was reacting to the rumor, and I didn't get to the actual meat and potatoes. Although I'll still publicly state I am not satisfied with this whole program of immigrants. I'm still unsure, which means I need to be careful about how I word things, especially if I didn't do my due diligence. So as I understand it, that people within the DACA program that I think Trump he put a stop to that. The people from that program were the ones that were allowed to become police officers, but just to make it 100% so that I don't want this channel to be associated with, wrong information. I want free thinking. I want speculation. I want skepticism. I'm okay to have conversations of every kind, but no, it is not the case that illegal immigrants are police officers. So if anybody took it that way, know that that was incorrect. And I do recall, without rewatching, by the time I got to the facts, I was so outraged that I said, "Oh, f this! I'm not even, I'm just. It doesn't sound any better." Something to that effect. Okay, but hey, that's it. I roll with the punches. I stand corrected. It's still something that I like. I'm siding with the Republicans. I'm sure it'd be controversial at the dinner table if I were to sit with my massively huge Colombian family and say, yeah, no, I don't support if you're an immigrant, like a legal immigrant here in the States, I don't think that it would be for you to be a police officer. However, I saw our boy Barry Wood, banana hammock Barry Wood, that is, make a very good point in the live chat last night. Remember, I tell y'all, I go back just to see what you all have to say because I value everything you have to say. He made a damn good point, and that point might just counter everything I've said. It might even have an impact on my stance here. He did say in the live chat last night, immigrants in the United States, they can join the military, they can go fight for our country. So, with that being said, I have to kind of ponder a little bit how I really feel about, those same immigrants. Let's say they do it by the book, right? And they pass all the tests and obtain their firearm. They do everything right, whatever they can within the bounds of the law. Who's to say that they can't be a police officer? Although, uh, where I have my issue is, I guess, when I think of the police force, I've always wanted them to kind of represent and reflect, the community. Now, as a nation of immigrants, I guess this is it's a kind of layered issue, and I'm still just trying to figure out what I think about it. And that's all I really do with this channel. And I'm glad it's not just this where I go on the phone and here, let me say hello to you guys proper like. Here, this is me after 10 hours of work. Okay. I think I actually hit overtime, by the way, which is a big no-no, and I might get in a little trouble. Shh. Oh, I love that one person just dipped out. Oh God, what's that? Get it away. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. They should be legal citizens, period, or in jail. See, like, yeah, t-shirt, check it out, all that good stuff. All right, going. Yeah, country boy. That's I'm conflicted, man. I'm stuck in the middle. What can I say? I definitely, if there's somebody who is like volunteered for military service, I say yeah, they've kind of earned the right to apply for the police force, right? And this is in one state. I still also stand by my my guess that we can expect other blue states to follow suit, and that this is maybe perhaps more about votes than it is about the compassion of the Democratic Party. I, how many times have I said, because I've learned too many times, yeah, to me, I no longer apologize for how I feel about things because it's how I freaking feel, right? uh, yeah, now I say the liberals and the Democrats, this and that, and I definitely attack them way more than I attack conservatives. However, conservatives do have their issues, and I got to get educated by. I wish I remembered his name. I do have a clip for the next time I do a proper show. He was on the Breakfast Club and he schooled them fools, and he told me his issues and gripes with the Conservative Party. It's a brilliant man. I'm gonna send that to myself. It's where I send all my topics. We're gonna showcase it. I don't know if it's gonna be here or on Stuck in the Middle with Josh, but the Republicans agree to spend too damn much on things. I think a lot of the monies they put to our military, right? Like just as guilty as Biden always, choosing to send hundreds of billions of dollars to the Ukraine. And I still think it's a spit in the face of victims in Maui when you're throwing money at them. They're suffering, their world is falling around or all around them, and here's $700. Get a lollipop, kid. So yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm still doing this thing. This is a new recipe where I look up things in real time and I won't always be right, but that's a risk that we all take in life. I've just decided that I'm okay with taking that risk publicly on the internet where anybody and everybody can see it. And if somebody already has an issue with me and doesn't like me being wrong about something is absolute ammunition for somebody to dig in and have a blast. It is also within my power to not let anything get to me. I'm wrong, so what? Like it happens. So all right. If anything, I just wanted to add the clarification in case anybody was confused, and that's it. I really do wish though that I didn't get home at damn near what after 11 p.m. This is very irregular. But hey, overtime, man, that's cha-ching ching ching. And I'm looking forward to a more regular schedule. I'm looking forward to being live with you guys and continuing to go down the rabbit hole. There are so many topics. Oh, and I do have a nice announcement from Josh and I. Uh, Given all the conspiracies that have been going around recently, we have decided we did one conspiracy themed episode years ago in Stuck in the Middle's kind of infancy, right after we surpassed like 1,000. I don't know if it's before or after we hit 1,000 subscribers, to be honest. But we did a conspiracy themed episode where we had in studio a Holocaust denier. Oh, there goes YouTube's gonna be like, no, we can't, no ads for this one, even though I didn't monetize the video yet. Yeah, we had a Holocaust denier there. I'll never forget this little bastard, and I completely disseminated his points. They were ridiculous. His stance was he pulled up a picture that was modern, meaning at that time, like 3 years ago or so, he pulled up a picture of what the inside of a housing unit where victims of the Holocaust were stacked like sardines and gassed, and he was pointing at the cracks in the foundation. Remember, I had to remind him. He thought that that was something that would prove that look at the cracks in the walls. That's impossible for people to actually die of being gassed because it would have gone through the cracks. And I could not believe it. I hope I could find it, or Josh and I can find this classic episode. Um, and I just said, dude, you do realize that there's wear and tear involved, that this is from the 40s or 30s, and this is the result of being an old building. And the dude had no rebuttal. He didn't know what to say. So yeah, that was a blast. I really should find that one. And if I could find the one where you guys would appreciate this, people that don't like me would love this, the one where I eat the Carolina Reaper pepper, the spiciest pepper on the planet, and I thought I was going to be such a badass. I ate it, the dehydrated pepper entirely, seeds and all, and I cried, and I poured milk on my face and was suffering eternally. And the day I think I've told this story a few times. And the next day I think I just sat on the toilet, nothing's going on, nothing's coming out, but I just sat on the toilet for 8 hours feeling like death and contemplated calling the ambulance because I felt so terrible and in pain. Yeah, the good old days. So anyway, that's it. That's all. I just wanted to clear some things up and give you guys some announcements about what at least you can expect from Stuck in the Middle. As for Progressive Patriot here, it's always, a matter of impulse. It's not so much mania. I'm happy to report within my personal life, things feel like they are getting better. Okay, there is something that I discovered that should have been dealt with a long time ago that has really, really changed things in a huge positive way. And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for those of you that have congratulated me. And I'm so thankful that those of you that know what I'm talking about haven't talked about it too much, even though what 2 episodes ago on Rumble I opened up about it. I treat the platforms I'm on like I'm dealing with family, and but no matter what, guys, no matter what, remember what I say is what I believe. I am not saying things because I think you want to hear them. Okay, and in turn, I just hope for the same. If you hear something you disagree with from me, please return the favor. And oh man, it is high time that I make it happen and do that fabled open panel instead of procrastinating. So let's see, I got a day off coming up soon. My friends, my dear friend Maxwell, I'm gonna do my best here and say this is dangerous to say, especially in public. I'm gonna go ahead and say I give you my word. I think I've done this before. This Sunday, I'm off. I'm off, even though Josh and I made plans of trying to go live, I think, but I need to just call you dude and bass girl, but it's gonna just be one at a time. I gotta take it slow. There's still family and friends and events going on here, and treating myself, blah blah blah, sanity. But I really want Maxwell on the damn panel, and I want that open panel. So help me stay accountable. Feel free. Do not think you're imposing if you remind me that I said I was going to do something and I don't. I am never going to claim to be a perfect person. That's what makes us beautiful, that we're so imperfect and there's no such thing as normal. But yeah, Maxwell, I'd love to see you one day be like, yo, Eli, Progressive Patriot, PP, whatever. Yo, bro, what's the matter, man? Why you so full of shit, bro? You said you were gonna have me up there. What's going on? Or Cuzzo, you said you was gonna call. What's up? Yeah, call me out, bro. That's what we're here for. So we could just speak on whatever the hell we want. Period. So that's that. I'm gonna go. Works in progress. That's it, baby. Good night. It's been a very, very long working day slash night. 10 hours. 10 hours. I probably sound like I'm bitching. I'm not. I'm grateful. All right. Deuces, Shamrock, White Dragon, Maxwell, Base Girl. Queen Survivor, Country Boy, Archaeology, and did I miss it? White Dragon. All my favorite people. I feel like I want to talk like in Trump's kind of speech. I got to look up what the hell did Trump do? He spoke to reporters after the pose for the mugshot. So many things I got to catch up on. So we have a lot more lives to look forward to together. That's it. Good night, my friends. I'm gone.